So, for anybody who doesn't know, my name's Cora. I'm just going to share a story with you guys. So here it goes. So, it's been about, 2 years, I guess. A while back, I moved to a town where I know no one. It was for my fiance, who I had proposed to, for his job promotion. Shortly after that, we actually ended up splitting up. So it was an extremely tough breakup on me. I felt terrible. I wanted to die from the pain, that I felt. I was lost. I was hurt. I was completely crushed. But at the same time, I couldn't just sit there and let that keep me down. I had to push through the pain, you know? I would cry on my way to work. Then I would get to work and count the minutes down to lunch so that I didn't have to hold back my tears anymore. And then, the minute I got to my car, I just bawl. And then I would go home, and I just felt completely alone and heartbroken. So, I've been there too. You're not alone. I felt how you feel. And I know from experience how painful it is. So, needless to say, I've felt a lot of pain, and I've cut a lot of tears, and still to this day I love him. But what I've realized is I am worth so much more than that. And you are too, and it's time for you to believe it. If you don't know today, that's fine. For lack of better words, just fake it until you make it. Hold your head high, and not because you're cocky, and not because you think you're better than anybody, but because you're strong. Excuse me. It might not be easy, but once you do what it takes to get what you want, it'll be worth it. Excuse me. So, think about what you want and the steps that it's going to take in order to get to where you want to be. And then you gotta decide to commit and stick with it. I do stuff that I necessarily, that I don't want to do all the time. But I don't give up and I don't stop. And that's because I know what I want, and I know I'm worth all the hard work and energy and time that I'm putting in. I know if I can do it, with going through what I went through, and getting to where I'm at now, that you can too. I went from that. I went from that heartbroken place, just loneliness, not knowing, what I was going to do, not having anybody to talk to, being at my lowest. And it took time. I felt like forever. Every day just was a struggle. I get it. I seriously get it. But, I pushed through. One thing that helped me is wanting to make my parents proud. That helped me get through. So you gotta find what's gonna help you. That might not be it for you. And I came from that place, moving to a town. I proposed to him. We moved there for his promotion. I thought it'd be like I thought it was a good move, a good step for our future of our family. And then we broke up. And I was in a town that I didn't know anybody. I didn't have any friends. I didn't have any family. And I just wasn't gonna let that stop me. And I didn't know how I was gonna get out of it, or exactly what I was gonna do. I just knew, I just tried my hardest. I just pushed through every day. It was a struggle. It was tough. It was difficult. I felt so extremely low and pathetic, and I didn't open up, and I didn't talk to anybody, and I really don't recommend that. And I think that's why I'm sharing this, is just so if you did what I did, and you don't open up, and you're not talking to anybody, I just want you to know you're not alone, and it's okay. There's nothing wrong with us. There's nothing wrong with you. Bad things happen to good people. But it's not an excuse to stop you. It's not an excuse to quit. So from there, like I said, that's where I was. Here I am now. I have a full-time job. I set some goals. I made them. I surpassed some of them even. Doors have opened up for me, and it's still not easy. But I think that's okay. That's not what life's about. I'm stronger because of it. Hopefully I'll be able to help motivate one of you because of it. Just my story and knowing, I work full time. I own my own, part-time business. I train my dog to be a therapy dog. I'm his handler. So I volunteer, I work full time, and I work part-time. I support myself. I live on my own. So, it is what it is. It means a lot to me. That's what I wanted to do. Those were a couple of my goals, and I accomplished them. So, it might not mean something to you. To you, accomplishing things might mean something else, but whatever it is, just know it's possible. It is. You just set your mind to it. And you just have to have faith, and you gotta stay positive, and you can't give up. So that's it for now. Thank you for listening. Sorry, I just gotta make sure. I shared this to you guys and opened up to you guys because this might be how you feel, or you might know somebody that feels this way. And I would never wish my own worst enemy to ever feel this way or have gone through what I went through. Just throwing it out there. But my goal would be for you to know, A, that you're not alone, and then B, most importantly, that you can make it. You will make it. It does get better, and it does get easier. So one step would be figuring out what you want, and then from there, make the right decisions and the moves to get those things. If you have any questions, feel free to message me, and nothing but love, you guys, and positivity, and God bless.